falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Dallas Cowboys. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Fielded right around the 8. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Dak going to start out going to the air. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
Wow, just one snap field partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They run with Richardson. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. And his kick is indeed good, and the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. To throw is Prescott. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far, and that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. On the handoff, they start with Richardson. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Hey, check that, street.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll be out right at the 35. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Richardson. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Carolina.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0.
The score, Panthers 10, Cowboys nothing.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Prescott now. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
Kill. 47.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing just about on his own goal line. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They start on the ground. It's Richardson. The 71 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week, they're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On the ground, here's Richardson again. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA. Panther football to start quarter number 2. as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
On the jump. Head in the street. Head in the street. Go check.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Hey, smash Bronco!
Now it's Richardson. And some room to work. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and this defense has had its share of problems getting guys to the ground, and here's another example. They never should have allowed this play to gain as many yards as it did. Before tackling early in the play led to big yardage after the fact.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Go!
Here's Richardson. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll run again with Richardson. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Check pass. Nothing, 19.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution, because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
47. 46. Everyone, kill. 26.
Now Prescott. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Prescott on first down. He'll buy some time right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
The Cowboys at 15-1 on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now, because to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way, because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Prescott yet again. Eluding the pressure right.
There's Chris Olave.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line. Now Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Throwing, Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line. Here's Prescott. That's caught once again by Gallup.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Prescott. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
47. It was 154 right here.
On third down, it's Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
We'll go 47. We'll go to 53.
Prescott to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Javonte Williams.
Touchdown number 15 of the year.
And the Cowboys are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 13-7. The The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Well, keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the Cowboys here on third down bringing in an extra defensive back.
18 target, 18 target. Trap 50, trap 50. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Hey, 47.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. After the sack on first down, Prescott, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Go to 53. Go to 54. Go to 54. Kill. 26.
Third and long for Prescott. Touchdown! Jalen Tolbert in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room. Extra point up and through. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Richardson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
151 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On 1st down, Richardson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On 2nd down, it's Richardson. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd down, it's Richardson. Dances by at the 20. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game. But it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Buying time to his lead. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Micah Parsons providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Looking to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. A 1st down throw for Prescott.
This one swung out to Williams. 2nd and 6.
They give it to Williams, running right. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Looking to throw. Prescott. got his man. It's Williams.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
First down, Prescott. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here we go, 52. Here we go, 47. Here we go, 47. Here we go, 53. 26.
They'll throw again. Prescott. Got an open man. It's Olave. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line. Prescott down. On the left side, Gallup's got it.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Prescott. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Hey, 47. Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, kill. 26.
To throw is Prescott.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down.
Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here we go, go to 54, go to 54.
Here's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So an important drive for them there. And they're not home, but momentum, Charles, definitely in their favor now.
And I like the point you just made. They're not home yet, but a 1-point game, and if you kick the extra point, make it an 8-point game. Only one score, but you're right. Momentum definitely in their favor right now.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Brandon Smith picks it off.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From the 6. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here. They'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
play action. They'll throw. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Head the street. Head the street.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Throwing again on second down. Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. Becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year.
And the Panthers have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
46, 46.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10.
Ball delivered complete on the crossing route Gallup.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And again, it's Prescott.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
And the Panthers will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
And they had it there so close to the goal line, a chance to take it across, claim.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Here's Richardson to start the drive. And some room to roam now. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 246 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. Richardson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. And this one is right through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive. Oh, Prescott stripped. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Now Dak. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man. Complete. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Dak. He completes it to Olave. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Prescott. And this one is incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
In motion comes the tight end left. Here's Prescott. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Get it!
Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So for Carolina,
the win here in Week 18 gives them a pivotal 11th win on the year, running their final mark to 11-6.
And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Dallas, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And the playoffs will run through their house as they'll get the week off and get set to host a divisional round game